Greetings, traveler. The grove welcomes you. Put aside your burdens and rest your bones on the soft earth. Whatever's weighing you down, you needn't carry it here. Today, I'd like to talk about something that's been on my mind a lot lately. How we tend to the garden within ourselves. Not the visible garden, the herbs and vegetables and flowers, but the unseen garden. The one made of feelings, habits, beliefs, and hopes. The one that no one else can really see, and yet that we carry with us every day. Let's begin with this question. What does your inner garden need right now? Self-care is a term we hear today frequently, but self-care means many different things. Self-care isn't always spa days and bubble baths. Sometimes self-care is sleep. Sometimes it's speaking up. Other times, staying silent. Self-care looks different for every person, and it can change from one moment to the next. For you, in this moment, it might be carving out an hour to paint, or going for a walk without your phone, or perhaps calling a friend who helps you feel like yourself again. Just like plants, we each have different needs. Some of us are sunflowers, needing to spend lots of time in the light and engaged in conversation. Others are ferns, thriving on our own in the quiet, dappled shade. Some are independent Type A personalities, like trees, growing tall, providing shade for those around us. And some are orchids or bromeliads that, while we depend on trees for growth, offer a symbiotic relationship of our own, trapping organic matter and water and attracting pollinators that would otherwise be driven away by the tree's barren, hard exterior. There are so many ways to grow. No one can tell you how, and no one can do it for you. So ask yourself gently, what kind of tending do I need right now? Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Every healthy garden needs pruning. In fact, no garden can truly be healthy without it. People are similar. There are parts of ourselves that may once have served us, yet no longer do. Ways of thinking, of acting and reacting that have grown wild and tangled. Maybe it's perfectionism, people-pleasing. Maybe it's always saying yes, even when every part of you is screaming no. Maybe it's the lie that you've been told, that you have to be useful in order to be loved. These are overgrowth. They sap energy from the precious parts of you that are trying to bloom. Pruning isn't about punishment. It's about redirection and choosing your path forward with mindfulness and intent. When a plant is pruned with care, it grows stronger and fuller. It flourishes. But it's true that pruning can hurt, especially when those habits or beliefs are deeply rooted, especially when they've grown into your core and become part of your identity. There's courage in cutting them back, in saying, "This no longer serves the whole of me, so I will learn to love it for what it once was, and then I will let it go and move on." Sometimes, the things holding back our growth may not come from within ourselves. Sometimes they come from other people. Sometimes they can even be other people. This subject is hard to talk about, but it's real. There may be people in your life who are strangling your growth, who drain your energy and plant doubt in your soil. Maybe they constantly overshadow you and steal your light. People who pull you down to lift themselves up need to be plucked from your life like noxious weeds, sometimes forcefully. Cutting those ties can be painful, especially if your roots and theirs have grown intertwined over time. Your roots may have shared memories, shared dreams, even shared grief. Uprooting someone from your life can feel violent, but sometimes it's the only way that the rest of you can thrive. And even though it leaves a hole, one that will never be filled in exactly the same way, something will grow there again. Something better, something that belongs, and most importantly, something that you choose to cultivate of your own free will. Not all plants are meant to grow side by side, and that's perfectly okay. But here's the beautiful part. What's been cut away doesn't have to be wasted. In nature, nothing is ever truly thrown out. Not the weeds, not the withered leaves. They become compost, nourishment for what's to come. Your heartbreaks, your failures, and your mistakes can feed the soil if you let them. They can soften you, make you more compassionate, and make you wise. They can even make you capable of nourishing others once your own roots are strong. And that is how a garden becomes a forest. I recently read a beautiful book, Finding the Mother Tree by Suzanne Simard, and it opened my eyes to something wondrous. Beneath the forest floor, trees are connected by a vast network of fungi called the mycelial web. This web allows trees to share nutrients with each other, warn each other of danger, and even comfort one another. The old trees in the forest are called the mother trees, and they give to the young ones in times of scarcity. I choose to believe that people are like that too. When we tend to ourselves and our own needs, we are also nourishing the people around us. When we share, when we rest, and when we heal, we send that energy out through the root systems of friendship, family, and community. The work that you do to care for your own soul echoes and makes ripples. You don't have to carry it all alone. You are a part of something older, wiser, and more connected than you realize. So today, maybe ask yourself, what needs watering in me? What needs pruning? What am I ready to compost? And crucially, what kind of gardener do I want to be to myself and to others? Thank you for sitting with me and for making space to grow. And if no one's told you lately, your garden is beautiful. Keep tending it. The roots run deeper than you think. I truly hope you have a wondrous day. And remember, the grove is always here whenever you need to return.